Using a highly sensitive EEG monitor, we are able to identify the objects that activate the most emotional interest and intensity. The eValuator pairs best with Enlightened, Get Smart, and Love More. Place this headset on and select the icon that most closely matches your value system. Jesus, Buddha, money, the Constitution, science, family.
Before we have you picking any value systems, let's look at exactly what we're looking at. This is a view of the emotive control panel. What you see in front of you is all 14 electrodes reporting back how well their connection is to the scalp, if they're receiving good information. Green obviously is good. You have one black dot there because I have one electrode that has fallen out that is not operational right now. But for the most part, it's pretty good. So this is the setup. There's a few different options with this built-in software. The one that's important for us here is this Effective Suite, as you can see right here. The Effective Suite reports back a variety of information. The only one that we're worried about for this program is the instantaneous excitement, which is currently mapped to black. So I'm going to turn off the other colors here. So, instantaneous excitement mapped to black is what you can see, is what is being fed through the program. So right now I have the control panel and I have it positioned in a specific place. It has to be against the top toolbar and just on the farthest over in the X direction on the screen. The reason for this is Max is looking at a specific place in the screen, and it happens to be this 1 pixel wide swath right here, which is about 150 pixels tall. So it's just looking at the current value as it reads across the screen. Okay, so let's go back and pick a value system. So back in the Max patch, you have your 6 options: Jesus, Buddha, money, family, science, and the Constitution. I've chosen science. Then you're presented with a screen that explains. You will see a slideshow of photos, and then you don't need to do anything. You just need to sit back and relax. As soon as the user presses the spacebar, the program begins recording brainwave data. Even during this period of black, it's normalizing itself. As the slideshow begins, a series of photos comes up on the screen. Each picture individually is displayed for 4 seconds, followed by 4 seconds of blackness. Brainwave activity is still being recorded now to help normalize again, and also to help average out data. The current video you're watching has been sped up, so you don't have to sit through the whole thing. Each picture is representative of one of the initial value systems represented at the beginning. In addition to the 6 values that were selectable, we have also included violence and sex to give them a little twist. As the user views the slideshow, they're having real-time feedback of their brain activity. On the left-hand side is a scale reporting values from nearly dead all the way to highly active. This is a scale based off of 100 points, and each 20 points represents a new level in the scale. On the right, you can see that data visualized in a graphical form. The small green square in the top left-hand corner is an indicator of connectivity between the software and the hardware. Green means there's a good connection, and red, the only other option, means no data is being reported. The patch then analyzes the data and ranks activity from lowest to highest, and then gives it back to the user in a graphical format so they can see how their brain responded. A final screen displays the image that their brain had the most activity in response to. In the end, hopefully the user has had some fun looking at their brain activity and maybe feeling a little subversion to what they thought they valued the most as opposed to what the scanner picked up. Of course, it's not real hard science. It's very basic, it's very simple, but still, I think it makes a creative and interactive experience with a computer that tells you something about yourself that might get you thinking. If you'd like to see more of how the eValuator works, please check out my other video.